Now to the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, who is charged with murder in the death of George Floyd. Opening statements are set to begin on Monday, and while there is so much to unpack in this case, tonight we look at how COVID-19 restrictions could impact this landmark trial. Here's ABC's Kenneth Moton.
The death of George Floyd reignited what may be the largest movement in U.S. history, Black Lives Matter, with millions taking to the streets. On Monday, the reckoning moves to a Minneapolis courtroom with opening statements in the murder trial of former police officer Derek Chauvin, seen in that now infamous video, his knee on Floyd's neck. It's a trial of enormous consequence, but also one like no other because of COVID-19 restrictions. Attempting to COVID-proof the courtroom, officials have spaced jurors 6 feet apart, installed plexiglass partitions, ripped out the gallery to accommodate social distancing, and limited in-person attendance.
Of course, you can't reduce risk to zero, but the efforts clearly will make a big difference. There's absolutely a way to make sure that everyone stays safe as part of this trial.
What's more, the trial will be live streamed, televised gavel to gavel for the first time in Minnesota's history. What's still unclear is whether Judge Peter Cahill will allow testifying witnesses to wear masks. And if he does, will that make it harder for jurors to evaluate their testimonies?
Well, quite frankly, that is a real can of worms. In terms of the defense lawyers and their ability to gauge reactions of jurors, that's going to be compromised by having jurors wear a mask. You're not going to be able to see the subtle movements of the lower part of the face, such as smirking or smiling. And so they're going to be at a disadvantage.
Legal experts tell us that having masked witnesses could become an issue on appeal.
You better believe it will be challenged. If the defendant is convicted, they're going to challenge, and it's the myriad of elements that they can challenge. They're going to challenge it based on one aspect, based on COVID.
Also lost some of that dialogue and camaraderie among jurors with all that physical space between them.
Normally during the course of a trial, the jurors, they'll go out to lunch, they will sit together in the deliberation room or the jury room, and they'll talk about their families and that kind of stuff, and very close together, and they can become very tight-knit. Now, with both mask wearing, because jurors will have to wear masks when they're together, and social distancing, both those things diminish the ability of jurors to bond in an effective manner. They need to work together to come to a decision, and these kind of non-bonding pressures can lead to people being a little bit more independent.
Kenneth Moton, ABC News, New York.
Absolutely fascinating. Our thanks to Kenneth for that report.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.